Greetings, Captains. Gunship here. Hope you are doing well. Today we're going to have a look at the HMS Renown in the preview version as it is in the game right now. So the Renown is the main or star prize for the naval activities in the summer event that Gaiden got going on right now. So, bit of history. HMS Renown, a renowned, excuse the pun, battle cruiser of the Royal Navy, and it has quite a bit of history. It was commissioned in 1916 during World War I. She gained fame for her speed and firepower. Renown participated in the pivotal Battle of Jutland in 1916, engaging German forces and showcasing her capabilities. In the 1920s, Renown underwent significant modernization, receiving improvements to her armament, armor, and propulsion systems. This revamp extended her service life and adaptability into the 1930s. In 1936, she carried King George VI and Queen Elizabeth on a diplomatic voyage demonstrating the British naval might. During World War II, Renown played a crucial role. In March 1940, she encountered the German battleships, battle cruisers if you like, of Scharnhorst and Janau in the North Atlantic. In the enduring battle, Renown engaged enemy ships, displaying some of her speed and utilizing her accurate gunnery. Despite inflicting damage, Renown couldn't prevent the German vessels from escaping. The engagement highlighted Renown's resilience and her ability to engage formidable adversaries. Post-war, Renown's service continued, but advancement in naval technology rendered her obsolete. She was decommissioned in 1948 and ultimately scrapped. Renown's legacy lies in her contributions to naval warfare, her symbolic representation of British naval power, and her involvement in key historical moments that shaped the 20th century. That's the history lesson. So, let's look at the ship here as we have it in game. And so this is a preview version, and you can get to this via the wiki options, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. But we look first at the armaments here. We've got three main turrets of 15-inch. These are here, two at the front and one at the rear. And also we've got quite a bit of AA firepower, etc. Let's look at it in X-ray view. It's probably a bit easier. So we got the main guns, and I'll just hover the mouse over there. Rate 2 rounds per minute, so reload time of 30 seconds or thereabout, depending on your skill levels and so on. Magazines and the usual stuff underneath, as you would expect. And then we got these 4.5 guns on the side. And there's 10 in total, so you get 5 dual turrets on each side. And then we have also a lot of AA on this ship, dotted all over the place. So pretty good. Fuel tanks down below, and let's have a look at the armor. So roll cement thickness of 230 millimeter or thereabouts on the armor belt. This is relatively thick and quite long, so that is good too. And if you take off the external armor, you can see there's still some inside also going around, for example, where the ammunition is stored and so on. So we're talking about a reasonable amount of protection here. It's not 300 millimeters as it is on the HMS Hood, but I think is definitely usable. Let's try and shoot a little bit at it. So normal engagement, let's say 6,000 meters, and why not just shoot through the Kent here? And as you can see, that does pretty much nothing. So let's go for something a bit bigger. So let's say we have the Hood shooting at it, the 15-inch gun, and just take armor piercing there. Right, now it's different. So you can see penetration is possible here, but still there's areas where it might not be. And I reckon a shell would probably land somewhere from the side. So if that came in, nothing there, but let's do a straight hit on the turret. definitely be able to black that out. So it's not like it can't be hurt. It definitely can, but I think it will hold its own against a lot of things. Let's go to something like US, and let's get something we will see a lot of. Where is the Alaska? Alaska has 12-inch guns, and we'll go with AP ammunition. Let's say we just shoot at 10 kilometers. We might be in the start of the battle thereabouts. So penetration, yeah, possible. So you can see, you know, it will be hurt, but I also think that if you start keeping a bit of side armor protection, you know, trying to angle yourself a little, you will be okay too. I think that you will find that using the guns at the front and not bother with the rear gun will put you in good state if you really are trying to bow tank with this ship. So move my mouse over. There's certain places it gets green and gray and so on. So it does have some protection here in what will actually happen if you get shot at sort of from the front. Anyway, what I also wanted to show, let me go to back from that, is just the different camouflages. Softly, this is standard, but as a lot of other ships you will get is you get here that's the unicolor, which is probably the first thing you can research. At least it's not pink like some of the French ships. And the next one will probably be this bicolor one here, which is pretty nice. And then the last one, I think you probably be one you always have to pay for, but that would be your 200 golden eagles for that one. And yeah, it depends whether that's to your taste or not, but colorful it definitely is. So let's do a test sail at the Torpedoes. I don't have an option here to select other ammunition, but I assume that we will have AP ammunitions and other things as you unlock the ship. So we'll just go on a normal day battle. Some speed on the ship. You can definitely see there that just automated gunnery. AA is, yeah, that is definitely quite capable. I guess it will go for that little ship there as well. Oh, and the 4.5-inch guns are definitely not happy with my little destroyer that is over there. I haven't even got the main guns onto it. It takes a while to swing those big guns around, but they are getting there. See the green marker there at the front. Let's go. That might be the only point here, but I would be slightly negative and say I only have 3 turrets, and if I compare that with, I don't know, something like a Fuso or an Isaac, that has twice as many. And you know, they're not 15-inch, I think they're 14, but still a bit of a disadvantage. But this speed here is stock, 57 kilometers an hour. That's pretty impressive. What do you have torpedoes here? Okay, so at least they sort of come, are they fixed out of the side? I think they are. Yeah, I can't move them, they're literally just out to either side, but at least you have them. Right, that'll be, you can see the holes on the other side as well. So I move my mouse over here, those, and here. That's gonna be the torpedo side. Let's try and see if we can shoot a torpedo out. So Oh, of course it shot it to the other side, so looking in that direction. But you can see where it popped out from. Let's shoot in this direction here and then switch over. Yeah, so we can just see it was popping out and I'm going straight out the side. So, okay. Alright guys, so let me try and sum up this ship for you. So, if we go out from a 5-star rating, I will give it 5 stars for AA. That might be slightly generous, but I think the AA is good. So 5 stars for that. In terms of speed and maybe maneuverability, we'll just look at speed for the size of the ship. I think that's 4.5 stars for that. Now the tricky bit is the main firepower, because I think that it's gonna struggle a little bit, as I said, against other bigger battleships that has more turrets or more guns or higher rate of fire. So I'm actually only gonna give the Renown 3 stars. That might be a bit tough, but I think that that's probably where it is at. So all this ship, 4-star rating. Now, the big question here is it worth the grind? Well, you're the best place to answer that question, because we all live busy lives. If you can do it, then yes, why not get it? I'm sure if nothing else, you would be able to sell it for a decent price on the marketplace, but you would be putting some hours in order to get it. If you don't have any of the British high-tier fleet, I think it's a no-brainer. Just go for it then, and you'll probably have enjoyment. I think if you bow tank with it, it will have good survivability as well. So survivability, I will give that a 4-star rating. So there we have it. 5 stars for AA, 4.5 for speed, main firepower 3, and ability to protect yourself about 4 stars. That's all for now. Have a good one and see you in the next one.